Are you exhausted from always trying to help everybody else, but then you feel guilty when you have your own needs and want to take care of yourself? Well, if so, you might be an Enneagram 2, and this episode is for you. This is 9 in 9 Enneagram Wisdom for Life. Let's dive in. Welcome to the one question that changes everything. And this episode is for all the Enneagram 2s out there. Now, the content today is going to be taken from the work that I've done with students privately, but also in my group classes. And the reason I know that this one question really can change everything is because I've seen it happen over and over and over with different students and clients of mine. So let's just dive in and talk about if you're an Enneagram 2, sometimes the thinking center is not functioning. We call it the stinking thinking of a 2, right? And the first thing you might notice is that you think you have to convince other people to like you. I mean, Enneagram 2s are so fun. They are warm and loving and caring. And what's not to love about an Enneagram 2, right? Well, unfortunately, that kind of came from a place as a child of feeling like maybe you had to convince people to like you by being super nice or using flattery or by always helping and caring for other people. Now, that might also lead you to believe that it's selfish to take care of your own needs or to take care of yourself. This is why we find that Enneagram 2s can be so exhausted all the time. They will spend so much energy and heart helping a project come together for somebody else, whether that's, one of their kids' big parties, or maybe it's at work on a project, or it's a volunteer situation with the school. But whatever it is, they'll work so hard and completely ignore their own needs for rest or recovery that by the time the big event gets here, they're sick, or as soon as the event is over, their body just like lets down and they get really sick. So, a constant state of being exhausted, and that comes because there's guilt around taking care of your own needs. And then the third thing I want you to think about as a 2 is this blind spot that we notice where it's a give to get situation. So while I know the heart is so good of a 2, you want to be helping, you want to be caring for other people. But beneath that, many times you will find a give to get situation. And for example, maybe you plan the most beautiful family meal and you set the table and you make everybody's favorite food and you spend days and days making this meal because you love your family and you want them to have this incredible experience. But then when they don't appreciate it the way that you wanted them to, or they don't give you the words of affirmation or the the hugs or the just appreciation, then you feel really, really angry. Well, that's kind of an example of giving to get, like giving with this expectation that if I do this, then I will get affection and esteem. I will receive affirmation. I will feel loved. And that can really set you up for disappointment. So, the one question that I want you to focus on is this: is this mine to do? Is this mine to do? Now, this works for the Enneagram 2 because, first of all, it interrupts that automated response that you feel that every opportunity is an opportunity to get people to like you, or every opportunity is an opportunity to feel important or a sense of belonging. Because honestly, not every opportunity is healthy for you to do that. And so, really asking the question, is this mine to do, will help you just pause the quick response of yes, it's mine to do. I'm getting involved. I'm going to be helpful. It will help you just pause for just a second to really check in and say, wait, is this mine to do? Or is this actually someone else's responsibility, someone else's maybe someone else's really important thing that they want to do and you're just about to take over, but then you pause and you say, is this mine to do? And it really allows you to just interrupt your thinking. Number two, it creates a boundary, kind of a guilt-free line of ownership when you're thinking about what to get involved with, what to sort of get your hands into. And boundaries are really tough for any Enneagram 2 that has not done some work, some inner work and some self-awareness work. Boundaries can feel very risky for the two because you feel that risk of, oh, if I don't get involved, then maybe I'll lose connection with that person, or maybe they won't think as highly of me if I don't jump in and rescue or save or help. And so boundaries are good. Boundaries protect you. They allow you to be a healthier, whole version of yourself. And this question, is this mine to do, creates like a guilt-free boundary. It really isn't yours to do. And so you don't have to feel guilty if you don't do it. Now, eventually you may decide that you want to offer to help. Like, it's not yours to do, but you want to be involved. You are excited about it. It's an opportunity that means something to you, and that will be fine. But if I could encourage you to start by saying maybe, like, don't just immediately say yes to everything. Really, really give yourself space, because what I don't want you to do is say, well, I asked if it was mine to do and it really wasn't. But Jennifer said that if I think about it and I really want to get involved, then I can get involved. And so I'm actually still involved with all the same things that I was involved with. That's really not the point here. The point here is to help you create more boundaries, to help you create more ability to be confident in the fact that people want to have relationship and connection with you just because of who you are, not because of everything you're giving and doing for them. And so if eventually you decide to say yes to something, that's great. Do that with your whole heart. But you're going to have to be able to do it without that expectation that you're wanting to get something back from it. And that's really the balance that this takes. I work a lot with people in private coaching on this exact thing. Like, okay, let's process, is this something you really want to do? Can you do it without expectation? Those are the green light clues that help you say yes with a pure and authentic yes. Okay, now the third reason why this question works is actually, it's kind of an expansion of the question. And that is that once you get really good at saying, is this mine to do? Interrupting that automated response, creating that boundary. Once you get really good at that, then you can say, is this mine to solve? Is this mine to feel? Is this mine to fix? You can kind of substitute different words in there for do, because honestly, with the two being so empathetic and being very feeling dominant, sometimes twos can take on more empathy than they need to. At some point, if it starts to really inhibit your ability to take care of yourself, then you've taken on too much. And if you are not whole and complete, it is not good for the people around you. So to recap, the big question is this mine to do? And this question can change everything because it's going to help you to interrupt your thinking, really help you create boundaries, and help you really begin to take care of yourself. Now, if this was interesting to you and you want more, then I would love to have you join one of our classes called Enneagram 101. And you just go to livingwellbyjen.com/Enneagram.